All right, it's time to talk about an elephant in the room. I feel like I should never go on Reddit ever. I should not be allowed. I typically avoid it. I hate going on Reddit. It's literally the plague. My OCD can't handle it. It's the most disorganized, disenfranchised, misinformation system I've ever seen in my life. But sometimes you get some interesting articles, and this is going to be one of them. We're going to talk about the cheap orb scandal. We're not gonna do a react. I don't care whatever other people's opinion on this is. I'm gonna let you know what my opinion is, and I'm interested to see, like, everybody who's talking about this, what research have you done? Have you done any? Let's talk about it. All right, so I want to go ahead and I'm going to preface this before we get into this poll here and whatnot. I scrolled the old Reddits for about 30 minutes, and this is the 5th different topic that I saw talking about the advantage of people who are doing like the cheap services for orbs and that aren't paying full price, like some others, like myself, like JT's all business. I'm pretty sure he's using a credit card and he's buying stuff right there in game. I mean, what's the difference? And people are getting upset about it, and I don't necessarily blame them that they're upset. But what I want to talk about though is the fact that what should you be doing? At what point should you be offended if other people are doing this? Right? Is it one of those things where you should be like, oh man, these guys are cheating and they need to be banned? Or are you on the fence of, well, karma will take care of them? Or are you on the other fence where you just don't care because you're going to stay in your lane and whatever someone else does, that's on them? I'm going to tell you right here now, I'm in that boat. I don't care. I don't care what any of you do. If you would like to game the system, because there's ways. There's always been ways ever since mobile has been a thing internationally, gaming internationally. I've seen it done time and time and again. I've literally been a part of like people talking about, oh, hey, this is how you do this, right? I know how people get cheaper packs in other countries. It's not hard to do. Most games actually put terms of service against it. Other games actually will block it or they'll normalize to a certain currency price, and that's it. Diablo Immortal hasn't done that yet. They haven't not normalized completely, so there are people out there who are buying packs for like $47 to like $80, right? And then they're reselling them. Now, should that be legal? Should that be a thing? Should it be allowed? There's nothing in Blizzard's terms of service that prevents it. Let me rephrase that. There's nothing in Blizzard's terms of service that if you were to do that yourself on your own account, that would prevent you from doing it. We'll put it that way. Technically, if someone else is logging onto your account, that would be against terms of service. Now, with that being said, we have community posts like this, and I want to talk about them. So the community survey on the most recent orb scandal, okay, has rocked my server as we have massive whales on both sides, but non-legit players wiped all clans during the Rite of Exile. So what they're saying is that people got rocked, and the people who got some sort of a discount on their orbs that they're buying for their game, right? It gave them an advantage, and they destroyed everyone. And then they go on to say, and put another clan as immortal, as they manipulate the entire server against legit whales. So they're literally saying that it was a battle of whales. The cheaper whales beat the expensive whales, or the legit as they're calling them. And their poll is literally 96 votes. So 96 people have engaged with this. This just got posted 5 hours ago as of recording. And most of the people are saying legit players, but won't put more money until bans happen. So they're literally like, yeah, everyone needs to be banned that's doing this. Okay, so let's think about this. I just told you that according to the terms of service for Blizzard, if you use a different currency on your account and you're the one doing it, and you buy something at a discounted price or a different price than what you normally would in your home country on Google Play or Apple, it's legal. You can do that. So should those players be banned? How would they monitor that? How would they traffic that? I think you guys need to stop and think for a second. Blizzard's not technically doing anything wrong for any of this. Because somebody gamed the system, I think you really need to like take a step back and look at the player base and the community more than you do the game developer. Because how would you police this? How would you honestly police this? Like, for example, I'm someone who travels. I travel 2 to 3 weeks a month, right? Usually like this month, this will be the last day I'm home. I will be home for 10 days. I'm gonna be traveling. I'm only gonna be like a state away, but there's gonna be times where I'm gonna be traveling out of the country. I'm gonna be traveling to some of the aforementioned countries that have cheaper currency. So should my account get banned because I go abroad and I'm playing a game there and I use their currency? No, it shouldn't. I mean, because it's not like it's an invalid purchase. I would be in that location, right? So people are simulating that. So is that okay? I mean, I think you guys need to think about that. Now, when somebody approaches you, say like the SG1 people, I literally get spammed by emails from these people every day, and it's so annoying. I even told them I don't want a part of it. The one guy reached out to me, talked to me on DMs, and I stopped getting emails for like 2 or 3 days, and then I got them back again. I don't know why. But yeah, they even offer like, hey, will you promote this and we'll give you like we'll give you free stuff back. Well, if something sounds too good to be true, then it probably is, right? I think life has taught us this. Life has taught us that if you have X and someone offers you Y, and when you do the math, something doesn't jive. It looks like somebody gets left holding the bag. There was something went out to lunch in the numbers. Then maybe don't take advantage of it. Maybe don't use that. I mean, I don't see. I've seen both sides of this so far. I've seen people whine and cry that, oh, these guys are cheating and they need to be banned and they shouldn't be allowed to do that. And then I've seen other people who are like, oh man, I feel so sorry for the people who spent thousands upon thousands of dollars and some third-party guy ripped them off and they lost their account. Like the guy with the Blizzard $35,000. He can go get effed. I don't care. You literally sat there in an interview and said that they said, oh yeah, this time this $100 is $20. Excuse me, at what point in your brain did you think that was a good idea? Like common sense, man, common sense, use it. Be logical. If something sounds too good, then it is. I mean, come on. But I've seen it from both sides. And I just I love to just sit back and kind of watch it unfold because I think a lot of people are really quick to make assumptions, to make comments, to make judges of other people without taking into consideration what has to go into it to achieve said goal. Because there's no way for Blizzard to regulate like a currency conversion method or for them to even regulate if somebody is buying orbs from a third-party service. Like there's no way unless they can track like, oh, so-and-so logged in from your account in X location and then you immediately log back in. Like they could put a timer like that, sure. How feasible would that be to track IP wise? Because really and logistically in the world, especially in today's day and age, everyone should be using a VPN when they're on the internet. Like you should not be literally using your just standard ISP because internet trafficking, internet crime, internet hacking is at an all-time high, especially because of COVID, because people were stuck at home. So in the grand scheme of things, guys, like I think you all need to just calm down and take a step back and look at this as a big picture operation here. Really, we should be, instead of blaming Blizzard, we need to actually come together as a community and all go, okay, yeah, we understand this is what's happening, and police it yourselves. Like talk to your guilds, talk to your people. Like, hey, are you doing this? Are you taking advantage of this service? And talk to them. Let them know how you feel about it. But the fact that you think that legit players but won't put more money until bans happen, if you think for 2 seconds that you saying this and doing this is gonna make a difference in Diablo Immortal, you got another thing coming. That's like Maxwell saying, hey, I'm gonna quit because I don't want to support this game and I don't want my community to keep playing it. They didn't do anything for the community. They didn't do a thing. They literally just abandoned their people and went on to another project and didn't help like their people. Like, you know, like that's just dumbfounds me. Just completely dumbfounds me. You need to have realistic expectations, people. Take a step back, think about things. and just talk them through in your head, like, or go talk to somebody else. Like, shoot, join my Discord server, join Aftershock United's, go in there and talk in general chat. Like, we'll gladly talk to you guys about these kinds of things. Like, we make videos on them, we make comments on them. I know, like, Darth Vail, all these guys have made these videos, and it's funny because they're all reacting to other people. Like, I hate those. Like, I don't want to react to someone's video. Unless it's a funny one, like, unless it's like Jay Giggs, Matt Capper, or one of those guys got a funny video, then yeah, I may react to it, like throwing a couple funny puns here and there. But who cares? Like, have your own opinion about something, stick with it, and go with it. I literally had to, like, I shouldn't say I had to. I enjoyed a little bit of the conversation I had with some guy on YouTube earlier today who was just being kind of childish in the responses, but it piggybacks on the thought and the idea that people are so quick to have a knee-jerk reaction to a solution without thinking about how said solution would be applied or happen, and just leave that completely out, that it makes me worried about the future of gaming and about the future of just people in general and of game developers, right? Because if this is how people are going to react to things, like, nothing's going to get better. Nothing will ever get better, guys. Like, the fact that nobody can take a step back and go, hey, this is the real world, this is what we're living with, this is what we're dealing with, and this is how to address it, it's disheartening. To be the point blank frank about it, it's disheartening. But at the end of the day, if you want to call somebody a cheater because they're taking advantage of the system, you can. You totally can, because they are getting an advantage over you if you aren't doing the same system as them. But also at the end of the day, karma's a bitch. If you are somebody who is taking a deal that's too good to be true and you already have done it on your account, I would immediately get rid of your account because it's going to get banned. If it's too good to be true, chances are it is. If they're like charging you $80, $90, then maybe it's legit. But even then, do you really think it's wise to risk it? Is it wise to take thousands upon thousands of dollars and say, hey, I'm going to risk it with using this person? It's not. It really isn't. And if you're that type of person who that's what you want to do, is you want to risk it for the biscuit, I mean, honestly, guys, can we fault them for it? I mean, they know what they're getting into at this point. Do you want to fault them for it, or do you just want to see if it comes back and bites them? Because honestly, what good does it do you to worry about other people and say, oh, blah, 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 blah. Ain't nothing going to happen from it. Stop wasting your time. Just stop for a second. Think. Do your own thing. Worry about you. Worry about you, worry about your friends that are playing the game, worry about your guild that's playing the game, and have fun. Even if, yeah, somebody's smacking you because they're a whale and they're a bigger whale than you. Unfortunately, that's what happens when you have games like this, that pay-to-win aspects of it. Go play Fractured Planes, go play PvE, go enjoy the camaraderie. That's all I got for you, honestly. It's just one of those things where I literally was on Reddit for like 30 minutes, and this is like the 4th or 5th one. And I'm like, look, I got to do a video on this because people are not taking the time to really think things through and pose valid questions, arguments, and concerns. And I think it needs to happen. Like, let me know down in the comments below. Like, do we need to have like a podcast where we just talk about this kind of things? Like, where we get like, not even just all content creators, like a host of people. Like, I don't know, like some of you guys that are watching, like any of the Aftershock people that are watching, like, or other content creators, like, that aren't just all like us, right? Like, we're not like, we're the top, sure, for Aftershock, but there's tons of other content creators. Like, do we need to all get together and have this discussion? Like, because I feel like a lot of people are just missing and just making like really one-sided opinions without actually thinking them through. Let me know in the comments below. I'm really curious how everyone else feels about this, because yeah, I mean, in today's day and age, guys, I don't know, you guys got to reevaluate, I think. But that's gonna be it for this video. If you're one of the people who are like me, who are like, you know what, who cares? Let them do what they're gonna do. Karma's gonna get them. Peace to you. Appreciate you. And everyone else, I mean, I appreciate you too. Thank you for watching the video. Love you all. Let me know in the comments below what you think and how you feel. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.